1965 USA 1 cent coin, Lincoln Memorial cent. Vindaro, the 1965 penny. A common coin hiding a fortune. What if that old penny in your drawer was worth a fortune? In today's video, we're diving into the world of the 1965 Lincoln cent, a coin you probably pass by every day, but some versions are so rare that collectors are paying thousands, even tens of thousands for them. With hidden errors, rich history, and the right condition, the 1965 penny could be a surprising treasure in your pocket change. Historical background. Why 1965 MARS? The year 1965 marked a turning point for U.S. coinage. The country was facing a major coin shortage and silver prices were soaring. The U.S. Mint had just stopped using silver in dimes, quarters, and half dollars. While the penny wasn't struck in silver, this environment led to critical changes in minting policies and design priorities. TOE's pressure. The Mint temporarily removed mint marks from all coins between 1965 and 1967. That means all 1965 pennies lack a D or S, even if they were minted in Denver or San Francisco. It was a year of reform and efficiency, and it's reflected in the 1965 cent design and symbols. The meaning behind it: on the 1965 1 cent coin continued the Lincoln Memorial design that began in 1959. Obverse. Front designed by Victor David Brenner. The front displays Abraham Lincoln facing right. Around him are the inscriptions: "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty," to the left, the year 1965, to the right, with no mint mark. Reverse back created by Frank Gasparo. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial. You'll also notice United States of America, curved across the top, E pluribus unum, just above the building. 1 cent, boldly at the bottom. Look closely, and you'll even see a tiny seated Lincoln in the center of the memorial. An incredible detail for such a small coin. The use of the Lincoln Memorial symbolizes unity, justice, and the enduring legacy of the 16th president. Mintage process. How the 1965 penny was made. 1965. The U.S. Mint was shifting priorities due to the national coin shortage. To streamline operations, no proof coins were made, or no mint marks appeared on any U.S. coins from 1965-1967. The Mint focused on high-speed production to meet demand. The 1965 Lincoln cent was struck on 95% copper and 5% zinc planchets, weighing 3.11 grams, mintage total, over 1.49 billion coins, making it one of the most heavily produced U.S. cents of the 1960s. Despite the high mintage, special varieties and errors give this coin its collectible edge. Rarity and varieties. What makes a 1965 penny valuable? While most 1965 pennies are common, some versions are extremely rare and valuable. Double die obverse, DDO. These show doubling in the date, liberty, or I in God We Trust. High-grade DDOs can fetch hundreds to thousands. Double die reverse, DDR, less common than DDO, but still highly sought after by error collectors. Off-center strikes, especially those that are 50% off-center and still show the date. These errors can sell $4, $100, $500 plus. So struck on a silver planchet. Though pennies were never intended to be struck on silver, rare examples struck on dime planchets have been found. These weigh 2.5 grams and appear silver in color. These can sell for $5,000 to $20,000. Wrong planchet errors. Coins struck on foreign planchets used for coins from other countries have been found. Depending on rarity, values range from $1,000 to $10,000 plus. Value. What is a 1965 penny worth today? Let's break down what a 1965 Lincoln cent is worth depending on condition and rarity. Circulated, common, usually 1 to 3 cents due to copper content. Uncirculated, mint state, MS60, MS63, 20 cents to $1 or MS64, MS65, $2 to $5, MS66 red, $15 to $30 or MS67 red, rare $300 to $1,000 plus or error coins, DDO/DDR, $50 to $500 plus silver planchet, $5,000 to $20,000 or off-center, with full date $150 to $500 plus. Die caps or multiple strikes, $3,000 or more. Certified coins graded by PCGS or NGC in high mint state with a red designation always sell for a premium. Recent auctions. Big sales, you need to know ABOU to check out these actual auction results for the 1965 penny. A 1965 Lincoln Cent MS 67 Plus Red certified by PCGS sold for $3,525 at auction. A silver-colored 1965 Cent Error, likely struck on a dime planchet, sold $4,8700. A dramatic off-center strike with full visible date sold $4,975. A rare foreign planchet error from a 1965 Cent sold for over $12,000. These numbers show that hidden treasures can lie within a coin as simple as the 1965 penny worth millions in circulation. Now the big question, could a 1965 penny be worth millions? Here's what would make that possible. Discovery of a unique mule error, such as a 1965 penny struck with a dime reverse or a foreign coin die. A previously unknown high-grade double die variety that captures the attention of the collecting world. The only MS 68 Plus red coin known to exist, creating a bidding war among top collectors. Or a penny struck on a gold or silver alloy, either accidentally or as an experimental piece. If such a coin exists and is authenticated, it could realistically reach into the 6 or even 7-figure range. And that's what makes coin hunting so exciting. You never know what you might find at conclusion. Check your change. Know what to look out for. There you have it. The full story of the 1965 Lincoln Cent. It might be one of the most common coins ever made, but thanks to unique errors, high-grade examples, and collector demand, some versions are worth serious money. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, never overlook your pocket change. That plain-looking penny could be hiding a rare variety or error that's worth thousands, or maybe even more. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin collecting secrets, and hit the bell so you never miss out. Got a 1965 penny with an odd feature? Drop a comment below, we'd love to hear about it. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting! UK 1 penny coin from 1995. Welcome back to another deep dive into the world of coins. Today we're taking a close look at the UK 1 penny from the year 1995. It's a coin you might have passed by 1,000 times without a second thought, but trust me, once you understand what makes this little coin part of a bigger story, you'll never see it the same way again. Historical background. So let's step into 1995. The world was changing, the internet was starting to enter homes, the Bank of England was preparing for a new era, and British coins were deep into their copper-plated steel phase. The UK 1 penny from 1995 might not seem flashy at first glance, but it represents a stable, dependable part of modern British coinage. And as always, even common coins can hide rare surprises. Design of the coins. The 1995 1 penny coin features the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. You'll see Her Majesty facing right, wearing the royal diadem. Around her image are the words Elizabeth II DG Reg FD followed by the year, in this case, 1995. It stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This portrait had been in use since 1985 and would remain on UK coins until 1997, so it's familiar to most collectors and everyday users. Now, flip the coin to the reverse and you'll see the classic crown portcullis. The famous gate with chains. This design is closely associated with the Palace of Westminster and was created by Christopher Ironside back in the early 1970s when decimalization was first introduced. Symbolic image. It's a strong, symbolic image that connects modern coinage with centuries of British tradition. As for the coin's technical side, it's made from copper-plated steel, a metal composition that began in 1992 to replace the more expensive bronze. The 1995 penny is magnetic because of the steel core. It weighs about 3.56 grams, has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters, and a smooth edge. So how many were made? In 1995, the Royal Mint produced over 750 million 1 penny coins. That's a massive number, making this one of the most common coins from the 1990s. And what that means is that circulated examples, the ones you find in your change, are generally only worth face value. They're everywhere. But as always in the coin world, condition is everything. A 1995 penny in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition, with no scratches and full mint luster, can be worth £1 to £3, sometimes more if it's a really sharp example. Now here's something that makes things a bit more interesting. While most 1995 pennies are copper-plated steel and magnetic, there's always the chance, however rare, that a bronze planchet from an earlier batch slipped through by mistake. These transitional errors are extremely rare, but they have happened in other years. So if you've got a 1995 penny that does not stick to a magnet, it's definitely worth getting checked by a professional. A verified bronze 1995 penny could be worth significantly more, possibly £50 or higher depending on the condition and demand from collectors. Apart from that, always look out for minting errors. These could include off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets. Error coins. While no major national discoveries have been tied specifically to the 1995 penny, rare errors do happen, and when they do, they often go unnoticed until a sharp-eyed collector spots them. Even a small error, if confirmed, could raise the value of your penny well above average. There are also proof versions of the 1995 penny, specially struck for collectors by the Royal Mint. These coins have mirror-like surfaces and sharp detail, and if you find one in its original case or set, it could sell for £50 to £1,000 or even more depending on its quality and packaging. Proof coins were never made for circulation, so if you ever find one in your change, it's likely a very special find. How to find valuable pennies. One of the best things you can do with any 1995 penny you find is a simple magnet test. If it's magnetic, it's standard copper-plated steel. If it's not magnetic, you might be looking at something rare. Also check for die rotation by flipping the coin vertically and seeing if the reverse is properly aligned with the obverse. Little details like that can mean big money in the right market. Tips for collectors. If you're a collector, the 1995 penny is an easy and affordable coin to find in mint condition, and it's a must-have if you're building a complete decimal set. It represents the heart of the copper-plated steel era, sturdy, common, and still going strong even after decades of circulation. If you're thinking of selling a 1995 penny, be honest and detailed in your description. Include photos showing both sides of the coin, note whether it's circulated or uncirculated, and definitely mention if you've done a magnet test. If it's part of a Royal Mint set, include that too. Serious collectors always look for clarity. For buyers, remember to avoid cleaned coins. A natural finish, even with a little wear, is always more valuable than a polished coin. Look for original surfaces, no corrosion, and sharp detail. Valuable penny. So is the 1995 1 penny worth millions? Not quite. But could it be worth more than 1 penny? Absolutely, especially if it's uncirculated, part of a proof set, or a rare error. And who knows, maybe someday in the future, coins like this will become scarcer as they vanish from circulation. Until then, it's always worth checking your change. A simple copper-plated penny could carry more history and hidden value than you ever expected. Conclusion. Thanks for watching today's look into the 1995 UK 1 penny coin. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next one. And if you've got a 1995 penny, whether it's common, pristine, or a bit mysterious, tell us about it in the comments below. Until next time, keep your eyes open, your magnets ready, and your coin jars close. Happy collecting!